Hey guys, welcome back to Storytime with Nikki Nees. So this is the life and suffering of Sir Brante, I don't really know. But I think it's another like story like you read type deal. So, new game. Enter character's name. Oh, I guess name it. Sir Brante. Sir Giggles Brante. Choose your name carefully. Oh, I chose it carefully. Game mode, chapter restarts, consequences. You'll see consequences hidden. I will not see consequences, possible choices in advance. All right, yeah, I don't want to know what's going to happen beforehand. Cool, so it's kind of like choose your own adventure type deal, I guess. You hold the fate of a single man in your hands. Sorry, bro. Let me turn the music down. You will follow his life from birth to death. Your choices shall define who Sir Brante will grow up to be. You will decide his personality, social status, and what mark he'll leave on history. With every step he takes at your behest, Sir Brante's character will change and evolve. Your decisions will close some doors for him, but open many others. The world of Sir Brante's birth is a ruthless realm, where people are divided into estates. It is hard to be a hero here. Be ready to accept that Sir Brante cannot overcome every challenge in his path. Every hard choice will test his character and personal qualities. Often, you'll not be able to make the choice you would like. It may happen because you choose a different road earlier, exhausted your hero's willpower, or haven't earned the right position in society. Every victory will be a struggle, a path paved with bitter losses and gut-wrenching failures. Accept the tragedy. This is how you will create a gripping and unique tale for your hero. What will become of your Sir Brante, his loved ones, and his world? It all depends on you. This guy's screwed. This guy's screwed if I have to.
The story of my life remains written on these pages. My fate has always been my own. Every deed, every choice, and every person I met made me what I am. Could I have really taken a different path? Found a different calling? Altered the very course of history? And what price would I have to pay?
That's a question. That is actually interesting. I mean, it kind of touches on, do we actually have any willpower in life, or are we just products of how we grow up and what happens around us? And then, people talk about how go into the past and change the fate of history, but we could change things now. We could change history now with our little decisions and stuff. At the end of time, your fingers are stained with ink. Your breathing grows ragged. Your hands are shaking. Yet the words begin appearing on the page before you one by one, clinging together to form a chronicle of your own life. Who are you, and how did you reach this end? You were born, raised, and lived your entire life in the blessed Arachnean Empire. In this land, a man's destiny is predetermined at the moment of his birth. Whether human or Arachnean, nobleman, priest, or low-born commoner, all blend to the divine will of the twin gods, and each life is not but a single cog in the universe's immeasurable machine. The memories come flooding back. They engulf you as a merciless wave, binding together days that are thrice dead and gone. The dreams of your childhood, your adolescence, your youth spent in the capital, years of peace teeming with life, and a war drenched in blood. High ranks and lowly deeds, opulent palaces, secretive city backstreets, fields of battle and faces. So many faces of the people you held dear, the people who walked this road by your side. Such was your life, now all exposed by ink erupting onto the page. With your every step, you sought to change the world as you saw fit. The choices of your upbringing, the path you carved in your youth, the fruits of your struggle, the consequences of your sacrifice, all of it led you here, to the end of your time, and every choice had a price. Now, years and years later, the crossroads of your life echo in your memory, the pain and joy inexpressibly intermingled. Could you have taken a different path, chosen a different calling, found a different place in the world? You had the power to alter the very course of history. That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I said. Now, on the verge of death, you struggle with doubt, seeking answers to the last and most crucial question of all. Your life, of all the paths in life, why did you walk this one? Did you choose your own fate? Or was your life shaped by forces beyond your control? What determines a man's destiny? Ooh, this is getting kind of deep. So we got the man himself, the world around him, a higher power, and there is no destiny. Okay, so the question, okay. I'm answering this question. What determines a man's destiny? I don't believe in destiny, so there is no destiny. We get to choose our own. You stand tall and stare death in the face, unflinching. There was no higher power guiding your life. It was just a wild jig, a chaotic tangle of innumerable human wills, actions, and accidents. The only thing that could ever turn this chaos into an orderly narrative is the eternal human drive for storytelling. Your life has no greater meaning. You were neither cursed by fate nor guided by providence. And this is what made you truly free. Exactly. That's like my entire philosophy, is that we get to choose our own fate, and it does make you free, because then you are free to become a better person beyond your circumstances and whatever's around you. I think that's fantastic. But are you right about this? Is it all true? Don't start questioning my philosophy. I have had many years to dwell on this. It's my philosophy. To learn the truth, you will have to return to the very beginning, remembering every step you took along the way. On these pages, the story of a man named Giggles Brante will live once more. This poor man. Alright, so we have childhood, adolescence, youth, peacetime, and the revolt. That's a lot to go through. Alright, starting with childhood. Childhood, where life begins. First words, first unsteady steps. You're but a small child learning about the world in which you were born. To you, everything is new, so baffling and so unforgiving. A long, trying life stretches before you. So many feats and faults, so many fateful choices to come. Yet you're already sowing the seeds of your future self. You're learning to live and survive in this world, looking for a place within it to call your own, choosing your future destiny. But that's the question, right? Because we're so young, did we really choose that? We're only a product of what we are. How will you grow up to be? Who will you grow up to be? Prologue. Alright, so in chapters, childhood, adolescence, and youth, you will live through your hero's coming of age. You will shape the protagonist's personality and his qualities and relationships. By the end of the prologue, you will determine the estate and future occupation of your hero. Only in adulthood will he start to influence the world around him, and even the ultimate fate of the empire. Giggles is important. Who will Giggles Brante grow up to be? It's your call. I'm telling you, this guy is screwed. I'm going to try to make choices on, like, what I would choose. I don't know if that's right for poor little Giggles here, but he's kind of messed up with having me at the helm. Alright, let's see here. Who we grew up to be. Okay, so personal life. Events in the personal life of the hero that can happen. So fencing lessons, beyond. As a small child, you suffer your first death and rebirth. What does that mean? Can I die? Now, okay, here's my question. Is this a philosophical death? Because there's lots of philosophical deaths. Like when, you know, if a family member dies when you're young, then you as a child, like your childhood kind of ends at that point. So then that's kind of like a death and rebirth. Or when you reach adulthood, of course, you know, that kind of thing. So is that what they're talking about? Or is it actually like a death and rebirth? I don't understand. Is there magic? I don't know. Insight. You experience an insight when your mother tells you about the ways of the world, lots of its inhabitants. Nobleman's sacrament. You challenge the sacred order and attempt to seize a noble lot. I don't even know. Personality, determination, perception. I don't know what any of this means. Willpower, deaths, untouched by death. I have not been touched by death yet. Hopefully it stays that way. New sections. Destiny, personality. Oh, they're all of these. Okay, cool. Begin chapter. Here we go. I just want to start making decisions. Let's mess this boy's life up. I'm not going to try to mess it up. I want it to be good. Birth. At first, there was nothing. No time, no sensation. Nothing but darkness and void. But then a will breathed life into nothingness. Matter and spirit were set in motion. History began its march. It was your turn to enter this world. Your first memory. You're lying on your back, blinded by a bright white light. You're not alone. Above you tower the colossal figures of those who created you. You're part of them, and they are a part of you. Between you and them is an inexplicable connection, a strong, unbreakable link. They will always watch over you, guard you, and protect you. It hurts to breathe. You let out the pain in the form of a desperate scream. Your creators extend their hands towards you. There are two of them. The ones who made you from... The ones who made you... I can't read. The ones who made your form from their own selves and brought you into this world. They are united, yet as they lean closer, you begin to see how different they are. You can already feel their differences within you, struggling against each other. The first figure is soft and emphatic, wise and merciful. The love that emanates from it wraps you head to toe like an invisible blanket. The warmth from it is never ending. The second figure is strong and powerful, commanding and noble. It is harsh but fair, a beacon of guidance, a force of protection, and merciless punishment for every misdeed. Yet there's also a third figure. It is like a shadow barely seen behind them, yet already pulsing with an unbreakable will to live. It is the very will to live that is now growing ever stronger within you. A soft open palm, a strong closed fist, a lingering distant shadow. You struggle to loosen the swaddling clothes wrapped around you and extend a tiny hand into the world. So I can reach out to the palm, reach out to the fist, or smile at the shadow. So I guess the palm is mother, the fist is father, and the shadow is between them? I don't know. I don't know which one I would want to choose. I mean, you need a little bit of all of them, right? So let's smile at the shadow. Your first smile appears on your face, awkward yet genuine. Your mother and father exchange looks and start talking. You know no words yet, so all you hear is a sequence of booming sounds. But the stranger behind them has no need for words. The stranger's look is all it takes for you to feel the will to live, an act that now burns within you. The shadow brings a finger to its lips, as if to say, "There, there, baby, don't cry. This is our secret now." And then the shadow melts into the light. Ooh, I got willpower. Okay, cool. Will to live, yeah. Heck yeah. Alright, your life in the world begins. How will you live it? Probably to the worst. Alright, year 1. I'm 1 year old. Hide and seek. As the day goes by, you learn to tell your parents apart. You recognize father by his heavy breath and strong, cold hands. He visits you rarely. Hello there, little giggles Brante. Mother's tender voice, however, follows you day and night. Ma, you're growing so quickly, my child. I don't know, she doesn't look like she'd have that. Oh, cool, I can see their relationship. Okay, cool. There are 2 more children in the family, named Stefan and Gloria. Gloria sings songs to you. She often dresses you in tight clothing and gently holds your hands as you learn to take your first steps. Stefan likes to sweep you up and pinch you and toss you into the air. Oh, look, this is your brother and sister. Yeah, you're my little brother. We're gonna play together, but I'll always be in charge because you were born a commoner. Aren't you? We're brother-sister. Be quiet, you. He doesn't understand yet. Come on, baby giggles. Let's go play in the yard. What don't I understand? It's hot outside. You grip your brother's hand with one hand and your sister's with another as they help you walk down the giant stone stairs. Then you sit on the ground and start exploring the sparse blades of grass with your fingers. It tickles. In the sky far above and away from you is a gigantic pillar, a perfectly straight stick made of light. It is so bright it hurts to look at. Why are you staring at the shining pillar? It's not going anywhere, you know. Hey, I want to play hide and seek. He's just a little baby. How's he gonna play? Then you hide him, and I'll try to find you both. You have no idea what they're talking about, but you support them with happy cooing. This is strange, but so exciting. Stefan and Gloria glance at each other. Then your brother walks to a big tree, closes his eyes, and starts shouting something. Gloria takes your hand and walks you through the yard. Your sister takes you behind some thick bushes by a tall wall. The light from that light stick on the horizon barely reaches here. You can't see home from this tiny place. The ground is crawling with tiny black bugs. Gloria sits you down on the ground and puts a finger to her mouth for some reason, and then she's gone. You can no longer hear Stefan's voice. Gloria's nowhere to be seen. You feel colder. The bugs are no fun to play with. You've been sitting here for a long time, completely alone. Nobody checks on you. Did they forget about you? Did they abandon you? So I can cry loudly, find my way home, or sit there and wait. I'll find my way home. Forget that. You get up on your feet, swaying a little bit. Carefully, you take a first step, then lose your balance and plop down on the ground again. But you are determined. You get up again and keep walking in the direction Gloria went. You walk out of the bushes and farther toward the wall of the house. And then the most tender and gentle hands in the whole world embrace you and pick you up. Mother has found you. There you are! You lean on Mother's chest and hold on to her with your arms. You want her to know that you came here by yourself, without any help. She pats you on the head. Your brother and sister stand behind her, clearly feeling guilty. Gloria's in tears. Stefan is staring at his feet. You hug Mother tightly. She's here now. Hey, I earned some determination. Alright, on to year 2. I'm surviving so far. No deaths touching me. The Great Descent. Another memory. You're still a little child, but you can already talk and run around on your own. Today is out of the ordinary. Father is busy around the house, giving orders to the servants. Throughout the day, the kitchen has been abuzz with work, and there are solemn, gloomy preparations and candles being lit. Even your older brother Stefan is quiet today. Mother takes your hand and brings you to your sister Gloria. My son, today is the Great Descent. We honor the day when the twin gods descended to us. We must spend this day in reverence to the gods. You are too young to understand, so just do everything your sister says for now. Gloria takes you to the playroom. There are no toys there, no chairs. Even the carpet has been taken away. There's nothing there but a bare wooden floor. Today, we're not allowed to go to any other rooms, and we'll be eating nothing but gruel and stale bread. On the day of the Great Descent, everyone must be where they belong. Huh? It is quiet, unusually so. Muffled voices from beyond the door are all you can hear. You're sitting on the cold floor, confused, with no idea what to do. Then you hear your sister's voice, a lonely sound in the empty room. It is a little song that Mother taught her. You hold your breath as you listen to it. When the twins came down to earth, they brought lots for every birth. Let us count them, 1, 2, 3. The twins made them for you and me. Nobles rule and bravely fight. They protect us with their might. Priests work hard to understand, guide us by the twins' command. Common people work and toil, always patient, never spoiled. I don't like the way this is going. Live your lot where you were born, to the day when you pass on. Know your lot, know the prayer, for the twins see everywhere. You are transfixed by the tune. Gloria notices your gaze, and a smile creeps across her face. You like the rhyme, don't you, Giggles? Do you know what it's all about? Look, there are 3 lots. They were brought to us by the twins when they descended to us from the shining pillar. Remember that pillar of light in the horizon? That's it. You can see the shining pillar any time from anywhere in the world. If you follow your lots as you live, you'll reach the peak of the pillar. And if you don't, you'll get eternal torment at the foot. You and I are lowborn. Mom is a commoner too. So the lot for you and me is to suffer and be patient and work hard. Understand? The priests and nobles have other lots. The nobles fight and rule over everybody. The priests, well, I'm not really sure what they do, but I guess they talk to the twins and then teach everybody. Gloria stares at you intently. Did you get it, silly? Then she shakes her head and keeps singing the song over and over again. Her voice transfixes you, drawing you in. The room starts to glow like the sky. From this light emerge two figures you have known ever since the moment of your birth. One of them embraces your sister's shoulder. The other stands guard behind her back. You watch this happening before your very eyes, unable to turn away. Gloria is swaying to the song, unaware of what is happening. She sings the final verses once more. Know your lots and know the prayer. You feel compelled by this divine sight to express yourself somehow. You feel words condensing within you from the light. But what will those words be? I am so confused by what is happening. Two figures that I already know. Finish the song properly. Well, I'm not going to sing it properly. I think all of this caste system stuff is bullshit. Know your lot and know the prayer. The lots are lies told everywhere. Is that me? You shout these words, but you have no idea how they came to you. The shining pair standing behind your back turn to look at you. You can feel their gaze piercing you from top to bottom. When the moment passes, they melt into the dim light coming from the window. Now Gloria is staring at you. You see disappointment in her eyes. Giggles! That's not the way the song ends. Why did you ruin it? You shrug, quite pleased with your cleverness. I got another determination. So weird. I don't understand. Alright, well that's another year down. Now I'm 3 years old. Okay. Still alive. At least I haven't killed the poor little child. You're starting to understand more and more of what the adults say. Your family is an unusual one. Your father's a nobleman, but not by birth. His is a title earned through great service. But your mother is a low-born woman, a commoner. Because of this, you were born a commoner. But father says you may yet come unto nobility. You learn to read at an early age. Together with mother, you read and learn by heart the many poems about the divine twins, the twin gods who reside upon the shining pillar. Mother calls these poems prayers. Again and again you try to discern the shapes of the gods in the strips of holy light that shines in the sky all day and night, but the light is too blinding to gaze upon. The greatest joy of all is when the stairs are no longer an insurmountable obstacle. Now you can climb and even jump from step to step. Father urges you to be more careful and avoid climbing too high, but even though you keep falling, you never stop being curious about the world around you. It's the way to be. Your older brother, Stefan, now spends less and less time playing with Gloria and you. Playing with commoners is beneath a nobleman to be, he says. So Gloria calls him names, and Stefan pulls her pigtails. One fine evening, Father gathers you all in the sitting room with an announcement. You will have another little brother or sister soon. Gloria asks him to bring home a little sister. Another brother would just be too much. Stefan gets frustrated. There are too many little siblings getting in his way as it is. Soon, you will be an older brother too, and it doesn't really matter who the youngest will be, a boy or a girl, you'll love them the most. Aww. When Father comes back from his trips, he reads his adult books aloud for you. You find those stories of wars, generals, and rebellions quite enchanting, and Father approves of your fascination. Study hard, and maybe one day you'll become a noble of the mantle and earn your sword. But first, you need to grow up. Growing up, the concept is terrifying as it is alluring. Growing up is terrifying. Oh dear. The lot of suffering. You keep staring at the carpet under your feet. You are both ashamed and proud, and it feels odd. A scratch on your hand stings a little. Stefan is standing next to you, sniffling from pain. Your brother was training in the yard with a wooden sword. You wanted to play with him, but he ended up getting angry and throwing the sword at you. The stick hit you in the shoulder. You picked it up and hit him with it. You see Mother's shoes walking to and fro on the carpet. You do not want to look up. You would rather not see her angry. She's not as gentle to you these days. Why did you hurt Stefan, Giggles? You stammer out an explanation. He hit you first. You just hit him back. How dare you pester me like that? Oh, no, this is Stefan, not Mother. How dare you pester me like that? When I grow up, I'm gonna hit you with a real sword. Wow, prick. Mother shushes you both and speaks to you again. Her voice is stern, and yet you can still feel her concern for you. Even if Stefan hits you, you cannot hit him back. You are my son, and I was born a commoner. Our lot is to suffer, but your brother was born from a noble father and a noble mother. Half-brother? Half-brother? Huh? His sacrament is coming soon, and then he'll rule over the likes of us. That sounds awful. If you hit a noble, you must be punished. That is your lot, and the sooner you learn it, the better off our entire family will be. Now Stefan looks at you in triumph. You look up at Mother in fear, not sure what to do now. Accept your punishment? Deny your guilt? Demand an explanation? I'm not gonna accept my punishment. I did meet the conditions for it, but I'm not, no, demand an explanation. This is absolute bull. You start asking questions. Why were you born a commoner if your father's a noble? If you have your father's name, why can't you have his lot? And why can't you choose a lot for yourself if you don't like the one you have? Mother is stunned by all the questions you're peppering her with. Don't you dare ask me about that, Giggles! I'll violate my lot if I start explaining it all to you. I'm a commoner, not a priest. Ah! You're flogged in front of your entire family. The pain burns on your skin again and again. Tears keep rolling down your cheeks. It feels like the punishment will never end. It hurts to walk when you're finally let go. You slowly climb the stairs and walk to your room. You see a book on your bed, The Teachings of Azadius, Volume 2. Your tears are dried now. You begin to read, slowly making your way through the difficult words. Every death of the body bringeth the soul ever closer to the twin's judgment. And when the body dieth a true death, the soul soareth to the shining pillar. The twin gods do judge every soul, and their judgment is stern and unforgiving. He who followeth his lot in life from birth shall melt in bliss atop the peak of the shining pillar. This sounds like a scam. Like legit, this sounds like a scam. They're saying that when the body dieth a true death, so it's kind of like a reincarnation thing. So if you die and you just get reincarnated, and it's basically like repeat the cycle until you die the true death. But I bet you it's a scam. They're just telling people this so that they don't complain. I mean, people in that caste system, in the, the lot of suffering, they're just going to keep going because that's what they're told they're going to do. No, absolutely not. The words confuse and elude you, instilling fear and awe. You will read this mysterious book again and again as you grow up. Well, I got a perception. Oh, I don't like it. This is all kinds of messed up. Gloria's rhymes. Mother mostly stays in her chambers now. With each passing day, she grows heavier and her features get rounder. It gets difficult for her to walk, but she still smiles all the time. One day, she takes your hands and puts them on her big belly, and you feel a movement deep inside her. You will have another brother or sister soon. Gloria takes you on walks to the yard now. You explore the yard together, under the evening light of the pillar, and she sings you songs and tells you amazing stories. Hey Giggles, did you want to hear a rhyme? I wrote it myself. There's even a bit about you, but don't tell anyone, okay? Writing poems and songs is only for nobles. If Mommy hears about it, I'll get flogged. Remember how you got flogged for hitting Stefan? Our judge is my second father. In the past, I had another. Mother says the twins are great, says we should not fight our fate. Brother loves to jump around. Please don't fall down on the ground. See? I wrote a little rhyme. Please don't tell them it's mine. That's cute, it even rhymed. But today, your sister is nowhere to be seen. She promised to take you to the old pond and show you the red frogs that live there, but then she vanished. The servants join you in your search. Even Mother leaves her chambers when she hears the commotion. Finally, you find Gloria in the far corner of the garden. She's holding a quill and sheets of paper covered in poetry. Mother becomes angry the moment she sees it. She looks through the poetry and her face grows dark with rage. Gloria is standing before her, wringing her hands and looking for an opportunity to run, but there seems to be no escape. What is this nonsense, Gloria? We talked about this. You were told to take care of your little brother. You're absolutely not allowed to be entertaining yourself with writing. I can decide that for myself, Mom. No, you cannot. It has already been decided by the gods. It's an excuse, an absolute excuse to say that the gods did it. And he's not a little brother anymore. He doesn't need a nanny, and I need some time alone to think for myself. I'm not hurting anyone. You are a commoner and a future wife. It's time you learned how to properly care for children. Had your disgraceful former father kept me in his house, you could have been born a noble. But that is not our fate, and you are absolutely forbidden from ever spoiling paper and wasting ink again. So she's a half-sister too. Huh? This is getting complicated. Mother grabs Gloria firmly by the hand and takes you both into the house. The scribbled sheets fly into the fireplace. Gloria sobs violently. You're a bystander to the scene, unsure of how to act. Complain about your sister? Complain to Mother about how Gloria often leaves you alone? No. Offer to write... Oh, I can't even write rhymes with her. I don't have the perception. Comfort your sister? Or leave the room? Let's comfort her. That was way too harsh. Mother leaves. The last of your sister's poetry burns away in the fireplace. Oh, that's heartbreaking. That poor thing. You walk up to your crying sister and take her by the hand. None of this is her fault, you say. What Mother did was wrong and far too harsh. Gloria sniffles before speaking. But I did leave you all alone. You're not mad at me, really? You nod in reassurance. Gloria embraces you. Giggles, you're the best little brother in the world. The two of you make a little deal. She promises to tell you when she wants to be alone, and you promise to protect her and her secrets, always. Aw. We gained relationship. I have a good relationship with my sister. Better than the prick of a brother. I lost 5 willpower? Huh. Alright, I'm 4 years old. Mother is in her armchair, knitting woolen jackets, pants, and socks for the little one. The baby will need to be kept warm, she says. Father spends less time at home now. Mother says he's very busy with this important job. He is a judge, after all. One day, you decide to ask Mother about Stefan and Gloria. How come they're brother and sister to you, but not siblings to each other? Well, my dear, I didn't give birth to Stefan, you see. He's the son of another mother, and Gloria is the daughter of another father. Come now, don't knit your brow like that. You'll understand when you're older. How is that even possible? You're all family, are you not? Several days later, Mother calls Stefan and Gloria to the sitting room. You sneak in after them. At first, Mother gets angry and asks you to leave, but then she relents. You're told to sit still, be quiet, and remember every word you hear. When you enter the temple, bow to the twins, first to the elder on the right, and then to the younger on the left. Stefan, you're a nobleman to be, so walk along the side paved with marble, where the benches are. Gloria, you walk along the sharp side. When you're there, you must get down on your knees, each on your own side. Stefan, kiss the sword. Gloria, my daughter, they will strike you with a lash. Don't be afraid of it. Resign yourself to the suffering it brings. It is the blessing of your lot. It's like a giant cult. Gloria doesn't like the idea of the lash. There's a tense feeling in your chest as well. You were told to remember this. Will the lash strike you too one day? On the next day, they take your brother and sister to the temple. You run towards them when they finally come back. The back of Gloria's dress is soaked with blood. She's hunched a bit, sobbing quietly. Stefan is putting on airs, acting prouder than ever. Nothing else looks different about them. It's like all is the same, and yet everything has changed. Each of them has accepted their lot. Stupid. It's a stupid thing. I hate it. Lots. Stupid. Alright, Mr. Stefan. Apparently we lost a relation with him. We're indifferent to each other. It's fine by me. Unity -1. How close and trusting your family is. It affects the fate of your family members. Great. Disagreements, huh? Alright, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Your siblings, Stefan and Gloria, take their first sacraments at the temple. The newborns cry. You eye the little bundle in your father's arm with curiosity. Behind the many layers of swaddling clothes is your newborn baby brother. Mother is glowing and smiling with joy. Stefan and Gloria are also there, all excited. You promise yourself you're going to be the best big brother in the world. You'll never hit him, oh no. The two of you will play together, and tease Stefan together, and help Mother together, and go on so many adventures together. It feels so strange to be an older brother. Just the other day, you were the youngest in the family, but everything is different now. Your parents name your little brother Nathan, and Mother spends day and night by his side. And Nathan cries all the time, day and night. Mother barely gets any sleep. She is so worn out, she starts forgetting things. Like today, for instance. She forgot her knitting in the armchair in the sitting room. You'd better bring it back to her as soon as possible. You run to Mother's bedroom. You miss her smile so much. You walk in without saying hello and give her the knitting. But instead of gratitude, you get an ice-cold, exhausted stare. Nathan is also there, screaming all the time. Go away, Giggles. You're bothering me. She spits these words out through her teeth. You look at the bawling newborn. She can't even get a minute of respite. Enough already. When are you going to stop? I just want some peace and quiet. Mother leaps across the room and starts shaking Nathan with malice in her eyes. His cries get even louder. She looks so tired from his never-ending screams. She seems to be within an inch of smashing him against the wall. Somebody has to do something. You're scared of your mother right now, but you fear for Nathan's life much more. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh! Alright, so call for Father for help. Run to the study. Redirect your anger. Try your best to bring her back to her senses. Snatch Nathan from Mother. You take Nathan away from Mother. Run. Snatch him! Snatch the baby! You leap at your mother and demand she give you Nathan. She freezes when she hears the words. You snatch your little brother out of her arms. She chokes with rage and falls on the bed screaming. You run away to the playroom. Your baby brother is heavy in your arms. He sniffles. You sway him gently like Mother did and quietly sing him a lullaby about the twins. Nathan calms down. Soon he closes his eyes. You put the newborn on your bed and swear on your life that no one will ever hurt him when you're around. This is my baby, I can't! You hear heavy footsteps in the hallway. Father enters the playroom. He looks at you, then at Nathan, somewhat confused. You did something bigger than you today, son. It is a noble deed to protect your family, but you should have come to me. Please understand, this is my duty, not yours. Well, then where were you? You're not helping your wife. You're making her do everything. You know that you have to notice she can't rest or anything. It was getting to her breaking point. This is your fault, dude. And if I had run to you, it would have been too late. Nathan would have been dead. I'm just saying, okay? Getting a little heated. You saved your baby brother from harm. If you feel yourself ready to take the responsibility to protect others, then maybe you can walk the path of the noble when you're older. But for now, we should bring him back to your mother. No! Maybe if she's calmed down. He picks Nathan up. Your brother is fast asleep, breathing quietly. The three of you return to Mother's bedroom. Father puts Nathan back in the crib. Mother is no longer screaming. She embraces you. Please forgive me. The twins know I was out of my mind. Please don't be angry with me. You hug Mother in response. Is that Nathan? Is that my baby brother? He's an old baby. Alright, but we got good relationship with him, +2 sympathy. Status, grateful. Good, good. And they took my will. I was ready for action. Did you not see me jump into action? Okay, whatever. It's fine. Whatever. Your younger brother, Nathan, is born. I am invested in this story. Sir giggles Brante. But I am going to leave it here. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, and we are going to pick this story back up in the next one with toy soldiers, apparently. So I will see y'all next time. Hope you enjoyed. I am invested in this story, and I think it's really neat. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.